Below is an ultra-detailed, month-by-month development timeline focused specifically on Mega Man 64, while fully contextualizing it within the broader Mega Man Legends Rockman Dash project. This treats the Nintendo 64 version not as a simple afterthought, but as a long gestating port whose roots stretch back to the original game's conception. 1995, Conceptual Foundations, January-March 1995. At Capcom, early discussions begin about reinventing Mega Man for the PlayStation era. Keiji Inafune, serving as producer, proposes a radical departure from the 2D action formula. Core idea: blend action, RPG, and adventure mechanics to appeal to players of all ages, not just longtime fans. April-June 1995. Inafune expresses internal concern about whether a slower, exploration-based Mega Man could remain engaging. Early world-building concepts appear: ruins, towns, NPC schedules, and dungeon exploration. Free roaming, 3D camera controls. July-December 1995. The project enters light pre-production under the working title Rockman Neo. Capcom greenlights motion capture for humanoid character animation, highly unusual for the series at the time. Early planning already considers future portability across hardware beyond PlayStation. 1996. Pre-production and team formation. January to March 1996. Toolchains for 3D environments stabilize. Early dungeon layouts and city hubs are blocked out. Sound team begins experimenting with environmental audio instead of traditional Mega Man music loops. April to July 1996. Motion capture sessions commence for NPCs and protagonists. Animation emphasis shifts toward realism and expressive idle behaviors. Combat pacing is deliberately slowed compared to classic Mega Man entries. August 18, 1996. A preserved weekly status report is submitted to the project manager. Developers add doodles to boost morale, later cited in Cap magazine as evidence of a stressed but passionate team. This document becomes one of the earliest tangible artifacts of Rockman Dash development. September-December 1996. Internal builds now resemble the final game structure. Localization planning quietly begins, hinting at Capcom's global ambitions. Early conversations mention Nintendo hardware as a possible future target, though no port is approved yet. 1997. Public reveal. Core game completion. January to March 1997. Following the troubled development of Resident Evil 2, including the scrapped 1.5 version, several staff, primarily from the sound team, transitioned to Dash. Composer Makoto Tomozawa and sound designer Toshio Kajino refined the game's ambient-heavy soundscape. June 1997. First global showing. June 13th. Sample 613 build compiled specifically for E3. Partial English text already present, indicating localization has begun earlier than publicly acknowledged. June 19th to 21st. Rockman Neo debuts at Electronic Entertainment Expo in Atlanta. A playable demo is available on the show floor. A teaser trailer, older than the demo build, appears in a Capcom sizzle reel. Showing pulsating HUD, less refined camera behavior, press response is muted. Many journalists overlook the title. June 27th. An extremely early clip of Rockman Neo is included on a CD packed with Next Generation magazine. July 1997. July 31st. Rockman Dash is formally announced at V-Jump Festival 97 in Japan. Keiji Inafune personally presents a newer build to a young audience. Despite the finalized Japanese title, Capcom marketing continues using Rockman Neo interchangeably. Developer feedback from attendees influences difficulty tuning and camera sensitivity. August 1997. August 5th. A playable demo titled Rockman Neo is compiled for inclusion on Disc 2 of Resident Evil Director's Cut, Japan. Demo coexists with the Biohazard 2 Trial Edition. August 27-28. Standalone demo compiled using the finalized Rockman Dash title. Capcom USA issues a press release officially announcing Mega Man Neo for Western audiences. September 1997. September 25th. Biohazard Director's Cut launches in Japan with the Rockman Neo demo intact, despite the final name already being decided internally. November 1997. November 20th. Rockman Dash is finalized for Japan. Master build locked. QA concludes. December 1997. Release and N64 seeds planted. December 17th. Y'all. Rockman Dash Hagane no Bokenshin releases in Japan. Marks 10 years since the original Rockman, 1987. English development continues in parallel. December 18th. Y'all. Bill Gardner, president of Capcom USA, tells IGN that a Nintendo 64 port is officially planned. English title remains undecided. Y'all. This is the birth of what will become Mega Man 64. HRP 1998, localization, naming chaos, and waiting game. January 1998. January 14. Western title changes from Mega Man Neo to Mega Man Nova. Media outlets begin adopting the new name. January 22nd. Trademark conflicts force Capcom to abandon Nova. Title temporarily reverts to Neo. March 1998. March 5th. Final Western title confirmed. Mega Man Legends. April 17, 1998. Capcom delays the English release from May to September to target the holiday season. May 8th. E3 1998 show version build compiled. May 13th. North American master version created. rockneo.exe. Game is content complete, but withheld from release. 28-30. Mega Man Legends shown at E3 1998. July to December 1998. Trademark filings completed. European build finalized. Minor disc revisions made. No visible progress yet on the Nintendo 64 port. Work remains internal and exploratory. 1999. Preparing for expansion. May 4th, 1999. Japanese PlayStation The Best re-release launches. Sales performance reinforces Capcom's confidence in expanding the franchise, strengthening justification for an N64 version. 2000. Nintendo 64 port becomes reality. April 2000. PC version announced at Tokyo Game Show. Throughout 2000, Nintendo 64 port undergoes optimization. Reduced texture resolution. Cartridge memory constraints addressed. Minimized. Title finalized as Rockman N64 in Japan. November 22. Nintendo 64 version releases in Japan. 2001. Mega Man 64 arrives. January 10, 2001. Mega Man 64 launches in North America. Represents the final major console version of the original Legends game, one of the last high-profile third-party Mega Man titles on Nintendo 64. Legacy notes. Despite releasing late in the N64's life cycle, Mega Man 64 preserves the full Legends experience. Its existence traces directly back to December 1997, making it a 3-year-long porting journey, not a last-minute conversion. The game's DNA, genre fusion, motion capture, and global ambition can be traced to Inafune's 1995 vision. My next timeline of a Resident Evil game will come after this VOD uploaded.